Hello everybody, my name is Musa from Code with Musa MTech Heret, Innovative Data Skill Training Masterclass. Lesson for today, I'll be teaching you guys some database application development, how to create a user registration form using PHP and MySQL. What is PHP language? That gives you the flexible to connect and work with a different database while developing your web page. There are different databases, both commercial and free to use. Among them, MySQL is the most commonly used database alongside PHP. MySQL is an open source, free to use relational database management system, RDBMS. It is the first simple and highly scalable program, hence can be used for small as well as huge businesses. As for this course, it's required this prerequisite for PHP with MySQL. At least PHP with MySQL tutorial will be mainly focused on linking and managing a database with your web page. Hence, the following prerequisites should be met before you begin the tutorial. One, basic understanding of SQL language and RDBMS, both knowledge or basic knowledge of HTML, CSS and PHP. And we also have software requirement for this tutorial. To set up your PHP development environment, you must mainly needs the two software, code editor and a web server package. You'll be using Visual Studio Code, Bracket, Sublime, anyone. You can choose any one of them as editor. And to set up, and XAMPP to set up your local web server. If you have this one all, then you can start the. Now let's see what we're going to develop. This is just for registration for very simple registration form. As you can see, you can enter the information here. Let's just say Asha or Asha second email say Asha at gmail.com. Okay, then the password, I'll just say female. Click submit, and when you're done, to check, you can, as you already open your XAMPP, click this MySQL, click admin. It will take you to database. I want to create database. To create it's register. Okay, then the table is users. Okay, sorry, I think this tutorial. Okay, we have users. Look at here, Asha Kanu. This is what we just insert. Okay, so now let's see how we're going to create this very simple registration form. First of all, you need a browser, and also you need a text editor. I need a server. As I'm using here now for this tutorial, I'm going to use this XAMPP. So I assume already have some basic on HTML, CSS, PHP. Okay, so you go there, go to XAMPP, open it, and click on exam panel, click start, because the server should be running, up and running. Then now, when it's done, you go to you try to open your doc file. Let me just try to enlighten it, to increase it. Okay, htdoc. When it's done now, here now, you're going to create a folder. Okay, gonna create a folder. I'll create a folder called demo. Within this folder, okay, I'm going to create a folder called whatever in name. So let me just say I'm going to create a folder called new demo. New demo. Within this new demo, then I'm gonna create a file. And open with a bracket. Okay. Then I'm gonna save it as, let me just say index dot php. So here now, but before I put the index, I need to create I need the what to call the connection. I need a connection to connect with the database. I need to create a config file, new, htdoc. Sorry, yeah, the constant use of the light. I have some. Okay, htdoc. Then I have new form. Let me just do this one. Then I say what? From there, let's just say config. Config.php. Okay, .php. Then from there now, we have to see how best we create a connection But create a connection, first thing you should know, we have to get to the variables. Okay, you have to get some key variables. One, these variables as we use PHP, PHP. Okay. Okay, from there now we have what? We have server name, which is local host. Local host. Then after server name, it's a username. Username, say root. Then you say what? Password. Most time its default is blank. Then it said DB, database name. Let me just say form reg, which we're going to create. Okay, then when you're done now, you have some variable called connect. So now I need to add the new MySQL. Now we're going to add all those variables we created. This connect server. I just copy so that the tutorial will not be long. Okay, then okay, then now we check the connection. If the connection error, if connection error, then what? You say die. That is connection failed. Okay. They say connection error. Okay. So you check whether if there is connection. If connection is not successful, it will fail. So this is what you need to configure to database. So now we're going to create a database called reg form. Now we go straight to the earlier what to start the server. You need to go there and close click admin. You take a straight point to here. When you come here now, is what you click new database. Okay. Let me just say 3 fields for, we say, users. ID. The ID should be the primary key and also to be auto increase. They will say full name, and email. Full name and say 20, email, then say the password. Let's just add one. We also say our username. Username. Username and password. Username, email and password. Length. Okay, when you're done, you say what? You save. So this should be the same in the database. So now after we've done the database now, let's see how we create the registration form. Now to create a registration page, we just need to have a page called index, as I already created a page called index. Okay, within this index now, let's see, we continue the same process. Okay, by starting to create the script, the PHP script. Okay, so now you need to include the file, the config file. Use the word include because it's separate file. We need to include it to our. Okay. config.php. That means this file we created here, which is config now, I'll include it to this other file. Okay. From there now we check the condition, because we need to insert some data, and we check okay, as we do with what? Arrays of what? Submit. Okay, as we want to submit some data, okay. Submit, which we soon see. Submit. As is only in our HTML class, you see it when we use post, submit under the forms. Don't forget to visit our another tutorial which is mainly on HTML when we do it with forms. Okay. Now I'm going to create some variables. The variables, we have 3 variables. According to our table here, we have username, email, password. So we're going to create those variables. Username equal to post. Okay. Username, and we have 3. So I'll just copy 2 and paste them so that I'll fast track the video tutorials. We have email, we have password, we have password. Then from there now we're gonna have our query SQL equal to, now I'm going to use insert. As we know already, I said earlier about need to have some basic on database, which is going to use our insert statement. Is what? Insert into the table, one of the table users. Okay. Then we have user, we have username, then we have email, then we have password, Then have password. Okay. Then have values. What are the values we need? We need first name. Okay, some say username. Username, email. And password. Okay. So when it's done, it's time to check. Okay. Then I say result. Say result. Connect. Connect what? To connect the query. Which is what? Which is query? Which is the SQL query. Okay. Then the if result. Now to check the condition. If it's true, that is if the result successful is true, then it will echo show this statement. New record added. You can give whatever statements you want. Okay, it's up to you. Don't make it for short. Okay. Then, in case there's gonna be an error or any other issue, it will what? It will move to the error. Then okay. Give a break tag. Okay. So then you close the session. Connection close. This is for the PHP part. The script includes the file to create this file here. Okay. From there now we insert post. That means when you click the submit button, you're gonna look for this username, which is this by email and password. I'll also SQL statement query which will insert into user, which is the table. Username, email, password, the values. This username, what you're going to insert in your HTML. Then this. The result, check the query connection. From there, if the result is true, then what? It's going to give this message, new records added. If it's false now, it's going to give you the error. Then it closes the connection. Okay, for now, then now we're going to the next part to add now the HTML part. So now we continue with the creating of the form after we completed the this part. We continue the HTML part. Now let's say let's add this registration form. And let's say we have the form. They have done a form. The fact that we had the action. Action, and I have the method post. Okay, and we have the post because we are creating a form. We are creating a registration form. Then we have the now let's see field. Field set, the legend, okay, information, okay. So now we have the just the username, 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 input, type text, then the name, username, okay, username, okay, then okay, so break. Let me just copy this so that I will just edit it because of time. We have username, email. As you can see, based on what you have here, you have your email, then we have email, then we have password, type, let's just say password. Here again, type, let's just say email, then we're done. So now we're going to test the application and see how it worked. But before that, before testing the application, we still have to add the submit button, because as we need some action to perform. Submit button, input type, submit, value, submit, name, submit. We're done. We close it. From there, close it. As you can see, we have the username, which is based on this username. We have the password, email. We have the email here, and we have the password, which is the same password here. So from there now, after we done, we save the file. Make sure you save the file. After saving the file, then you try to. Okay, so now we're gonna say I continue with it. Yes, I'm going to. Okay, now before the testing, let's go to the code. As you can see, we have the include file and which is we created in here. Okay, this is our database. This is our connection. We have server name, username, password, and database name, and have the connection. If the connection is asks error, it's fail, and if okay. From there now we have the here again we include our file, and we have the submit post, which what we are using. We are using post. We have user name, we have email, okay, and we have password. And look at here the query SQL insert into users, and this is our field: username, email, and password, and the value username, email, and password. And the result now you check equal to query connection query. As you can this variable here, the passing it variable here. You check if the result is true, the new record is what create successful. But if it's false, if you know, if it says error, it throw here the else part. and from there now it's close the connection. Okay, go through and watch before you. From there again we have the HTML part. As you can see, the station for is a post action because of what? Because we all have the same place where we write our PHP. We have the post, as you can see, a post method. The what we use are the post method. And while we are look at your input type, we have the name. This name is the same, should be the same with here, the database. Okay, and we have again email and name, email and a password. From there, the submit name. Submit here to say what to hear the submit post. Okay, so this is what we have within the code. So now I'm going to the browser now. I try to see whether I have to run this database. Our database, this is our database. We have the create database. This is a table, user table. This is our fields. This is our field. We have username, email, and password. This is our database, our table. So now let's see whether we will test. If we see if it will run. As you can see, location here. This should be placed within the HTML doc at our XAMPP. You go to the XAMPP. We go to XAMPP and open. You go to HTML doc. Okay, from there you open it. Look at it here. Yeah, okay, from there I create a folder. So let's test our application to see. Now I'm going to enter the data. Let me just say user load also email code also at gmail.com. Password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's our password. Down. Then click what submit. Successful. Now let's check our database to see whether we'll have the record. When you go to database, you can refresh. When you refresh, this is our database. This is our table. Bam. We have what? Code with Musa, the username, code with Musa, and password 1228. So thank you for watching the tutorial. Thank you, and make sure you continue the tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, I'll be continuing with this tutorial. The next, I'll tell you how to create a complete project with. I also have another tutorial where to create the basic HTML. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Code with Musa, and also thank you very much. Bye bye.